Hey everyone, Yokuo here, and welcome back to Sonic Mania on Yokuo Plays. Today we are in Press Garden Zone Act 2, and things might look a little snowier than the last act. When we go from Act 1 to Act 2 in Sonic Mania, and Sonic 3 and Sonic & Knuckles started the tradition, you get changes in scenery, which is really cool, in this case literally. So we've got our obligatory ice level, and while not as cool as Ice Cap Zone from Sonic 3, it is pretty neat. Now, for anyone joining us for the first time today, Yokuo Plays is a post-commentary recording. What that means is usually Let's Plays are live. You're watching me play the game and commentate at the same time, and Let's Try Friday and the Mario segments are both like that. However, Yokuo Plays is a post-recording commentary, which means I play the game first, then I do the recording. So everything you're getting from me is happening afterwards. I'm watching the footage, and I'm recording. So if you've ever been curious as to how that works, there you go. And for anyone just joining us for the first or second or third time, that's how this channel works. I mentioned it a little in the intro video, but hey, it doesn't hurt to bring it up every now and then, right? So Press Garden Zone Act 2 is really neat. There are enemies that turn you into ice cubes, kind of like what just happened there. Like here, I'm just kind of writing this out, seeing what happens, and you get stuck. Honestly, you never know. There is a cool glitch later in this level. I wasn't able to pull it off for this recording, so I'll explain it when we get there, and it does involve the ice blocks, thus relevant. For now, though, we'll continue this cool level. Cool, get it? Cool, because the ice. Yokuo? Do you? No? Alright. Just me then. Sigh. We're just gonna bounce off these ice cubes, breaking them, and breaking the spring, too. Those are one use. I'm honestly not sure what you're supposed to do if you get stuck down there. I mean, I have tails. I can fly. It's fine. But not everyone's gonna have tails. If you're Knuckles, you can climb out. If you're Tails, you can fly. If you're Sonic with tails, you can still fly. If you're Sonic by himself, though, good luck. I don't know what to tell you. Grab that speed boost, and here we go! And treasure it, because I think this is probably one of the last times you'll hear the speed boost theme in this game, for me anyway. I don't get these all that often. I don't tend to find the speed boosts. I find invincibility here and there. But the speed boost, I don't know if it's rare or if I just have trouble finding it. Could be either one, honestly. Right now, I need to break out of that ice, and I'm a little too late. I'm not where I want to be. And I'm getting hit by the thing that I could have jumped on. So here we go again. And this time we're good, except not. There we go. When in doubt, we'll just use Tails. But there's this little thing down there, that little entryway thing, and I want to see what it is. A lot of times with things like that, there are the special stage rings inside, and we want those. We want those Chaos Emeralds, because we want Super Sonic, especially before the end of the game. Just like in Sonic 3 and Knuckles, in this game too, there is a special final boss stage if you can get Super Sonic before the end of the game. And that's how you get the true ending. So that's my main goal, to get Super Sonic before the end of the game. There are tons of zones in this game. This game is huge. So there's a lot of opportunities to make that happen. Right now, we just have to be patient and find what we can as we go. So if I don't find things, I'm not going to lose a lot of sleep over it. But I'm still going to explore and try to find stuff, because I might as well, right? Up here, not much of anything, honestly. There we go. Right here is the glitch. I could not get it, but if you zoom in with the ice cube at just the right speed, you can shatter this tree on the right-hand side and immediately get through to the animal crate. Okay, I should probably talk about this boss. He's one of the member of the hard-boiled heavies, but his sound effects come from the game Shinobi for the Sega Genesis. Found that out recently myself. All of his sword swishes and stuff like that, it all comes from Shinobi. So it's just another reference to another Sega property within this game. And this game has tons of references. We've talked about it in previous parts. Go check those out if you haven't. Here's a whole reference all of itself. Eggman singing What Did I Do Wrong in Sonic CD? Let's find out! So, as you might have guessed from the screen, we are in a Sonic CD world now. And it's not just any Sonic CD world, it's Stardust Speedway, one of the most popular ones from that game. Now that game, like most of the other Sonic games as of the time of this upload, we have not played that for this channel. We'll get there. I do love me some classic Sonic, and anything to put off playing Sonic 06. I will play pretty much anything to put off that game, so fully expect the entire Sonic series to happen before that happens. Unless I need a subscriber special. I've thought about that for a while, and if you want to see me play Sonic 06 for some reason, some terrible, terrible reason, I need subscribers. I'll make that a subscriber special. I don't want to do it anytime soon, so let's call it a 5,000 subscriber special. That's a long-term goal. And right now, we're nowhere close. So, if you want to see me just hate everything about life and play Sonic 06, which, trust me, it's the same thing, get the word out there. Just get the word out there. Tell people about the channel and about what I'm doing. Get them to watch, get them to sub. And I will subject myself to torture and torment. I can't promise it'll be a full game playthrough, but it'll certainly be more than I want to play at that game, considering I've only ever played the first zone and one boss. I could not handle it. I could not... I can't even talk right. I could not take that game. It's so bad. Anyone who's played it understands. But if you like torture, you know what to do, guys. Meanwhile, back in this game, this isn't just Sonic CD happening. That thing on the left that I just passed that I grapple on and ride up, that's from Sonic 3. I love how this game does stuff like that. It pulls in things from other Sonic titles, and other zones in other Sonic titles. So just because you have your main gimmick doesn't mean you're not going to have a side gimmick from another Sonic game. Also, I don't remember a lot of Stardust Speedway right offhand, but I don't remember it being anything like this. Also, I do love the music for this zone, even though it's using the Japanese soundtrack, not the English one, which is the one I'm used to personally. And yes, if we play Sonic CD for the channel, we are using the American soundtrack. That's just how it is. I like that soundtrack. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, purists. This thing is also from Marble Garden Zone from Sonic 3. It brought down those things I was just standing on. Meanwhile, more importantly, grab some rings, go over some loop-de-loop-de-loops. Those things are another reference to Sonic CD. Whenever you hit them, it's part of how you create a good future, and you want to hit them to get rid of all the badniks in the level. Meanwhile, speed gain! Lots and lots of speed. Never mind. So we'll take the down path instead. Now remember, basic Sonic rules. You always want to take the upper paths. They give you the most speed, they're the most rewarding, and honestly, they're just easier to traverse. The bottom paths tend to be a little bit slower, filled with more traps, things like that. Alright, let's zoom past here. I was looking around to see what kind of trouble I could get into. I'll definitely take these rings, because we have some adventures coming up here. Mr. Lightning Bug Man! He's actually a pretty easy boss. He's that enemy from earlier in the level, just huge. And he sends his little minions out to kill me or something. I don't have to even kill them all. I have to kill one of those two, I think. And he'll go away. I just want to kill both. I just feel like it. So take him out. Wait for this again. You've already seen this sequence. We just have to do this one more time. And hopefully I will finish him off in this sequence. And I did. Alright. Oh, Tails got in my way. I was trying to hit the sign. Now, this is something I like to do whenever I can't jump into Tails' arms. I can still control Tails up there until he despawned completely. This is great. A future sign from Sonic CD, and we're going into a future. Just like the level transition in that game. It's so good. It is so good, guys. I love this game. It's so good. This is totally unbiased commentary, clearly. And welcome to Stardust Speedway, Bad Future. Now, there's an achievement tied to this game. You have to get to where the boss fight initiates in a minute or less. It's hard. It is not an easy thing to accomplish. I did it. Not here, but I have done it. If you wanted me to do it here, we'd be here forever. Although, thanks to that, my routing is a little bit better on this level, so we'll get through it a little faster than normal. You know, probably. I think the time I did it, I made it to the end with 59 seconds and some odd milliseconds. It was close. A lot of the achievements in this game aren't bad. Some of them are very hard. This is what's stopping. I knew I stopped for some reason here. There's a ring in the middle of that little area, and I'm trying to figure out how to get back to it. I want that ring, guys. I want that special stage because I want Supersonic. And honestly, our progress towards Supersonic is not really that good right now. So just very craftily make our way up here. We're going to reverse back over to here and see if I can get it this time. Yeah, I want Supersonic. He's fun. It's fun to mess around with Supersonic. I'm trying to get the timing down. There we go. And honestly, once I obtain Supersonic, this playthrough speeds up a little bit. Because Supersonic, you're blasting through levels. Now, unfortunately, that does mean that not as much gets shown off, and you might miss things from boss fights. Alright, but tangents aside, I'm trying to see if there's anything up here worth getting, and there is. And let's go! And my timing was off. So, yay! Okay. Well, you know me, guys. I am peculiar and picky about this kind of stuff, so we're going back! You know, when I can nail it. There we go. Kind of impressive side jump. Get across all these badniks. Thank you, Tails, for the extra rings and the one-up. Mucho gracias por favor. Please, I'm kidding about my Spanish. Please don't get upset. I know it's por favor. I feel like I have to cover myself just in case anyone thinks that's really how I think it is. Tails, get over here. I need Tails. I need Tails to get up there. And he's being dumb. Maybe. And Sonic gets impatient. Okay, let's go, Tails. Alright, you guys know what they say. Third time's the charm. Let's do this. Boom. Alright, special stage, here we go. Catch the UFO. And yes, I know it's UFO. Alright. I think is this special stage 4 or 5? I really don't remember which one we're on right now. I want to say it's 5. 4 and 5 were definitely my hardest in my initial playthrough. 5, I played 5 a bunch of times. It was ridiculous, guys. I mean, it doesn't look that hard, but man, when you get to Mach 3 and there's little mini holes everywhere, you're gonna fall in those holes. It's gonna happen. Now, I'm not sure what that thing on the left was. The thing with the little blue arrow? I still haven't figured that out, and I've beaten this game twice, almost 3 times now. I really don't know. A quick look on the internet would tell us, but I'm kind of doing this whole audio commentary thing right now, so... There's your homework. If you find out what the blue thing was about, the blue arrow thing, let me know in the comments, please. I'm really curious about that, actually. I really want to know. Ow. It's okay that we got hit there because we still have over 70 seconds on the clock. I've mentioned this before in other stages, but I focus rings on my first lap. If you focus rings while you're going slow, you can build up your time more easily. Then as you speed up, focus these blue spheres, which are honestly generally easier to get than the rings. Less chance of ring out. ring out, get it? Yeah, okay. They can't all be gems, guys. They can't all be gems. But now that I've got still 50 seconds on the clock at this point, and I am collecting random rings as I go, I feel pretty confident about getting this. The only thing that can throw me off is running off an edge, which is possible. There are many edges to run off of, but we did it! 41 seconds left on the clock, not that it matters at this point. We have 5 of the 7 Chaos Emeralds. We are so close. And in my opinion, stage 6 and 7 are a lot easier. Even on my first playthrough. I think I did stage 6 on my first try, and stage 7 took me maybe 2 attempts? 5 took me like 4 or 5 attempts by itself. On my first playthrough of this game, I did not get all the Chaos Emeralds by the end of the game. So I had to go through and grind for them and then replay the ending to get the true ending. Fun fact, the achievements on this game, there's not an achievement for getting the true ending. The achievement is simply get any ending. So if you're an achievement hunter and you don't want to worry about that stuff, you don't have to fight the final level, like, at all, if you play your cards right. You can very easily run through this game like normal, although I don't know why you would want to. You can run through this game like normal, don't get the emeralds, beat the game normally, go back through and get the emeralds by grinding them out in Green Hill Zone. But honestly, I don't see a benefit to doing that. If you're speedrunning, you want Supersonic as quick as possible because he makes everything so much faster. There's no benefit to not having him. If you're playing casually, Supersonic gives you speed and invincibility. He makes life easier. All these hits I'm taking, I would not be taking if I were Supersonic. And that is where the achievement unlocks for beating it in less than a minute. Obviously, we did not do that here. And that's another Sonic CD reference. But they're animals. But what now? I was too far over to trigger it. Okay, just like in Sonic CD, again, I know we haven't played that yet. We're gonna race! This is actually pretty samey for a little while. We just run along the track, avoid metal, and the obligatory, you may know everything I'm going to do, but that's not going to stop me, because I know everything you're going to do! Strange, isn't it? I think I got that quote right. That should have been right. No promises. You might know everything I'm going to do, but that's not going to help you because I know. Yeah, I think that was correct. It's been a while. If you don't know that reference, go do some Sonic homework, guys, because you are missing out on an experience. Also, I know I'm not really racing him right now. I'm just kind of flying like a cheating jerk, but what are you going to do? This took me forever the first time. I would miss like that. But there's a trick to it. Spin dash once, let go. While he's still in the middle, if you hit him, he launches right into metal. It's very easy to pull off. If he does the arm thing, just kill him, wait for the next one. Also, fun fact, this guy kind of reminds you of Sonic 2 from the Genesis, but he's not from that. He is from Sonic 2 for the Sega Game Gear. That is your final boss if you do not get all the Chaos Emeralds. And the noises he made were the sound effects from that game. I don't know if they've been remastered or not, but they're the sound effects from that game, which I just think is really cool. Moving on, we have more racing with metal. And it is kind of weird, isn't it? Metal Sonic was using Metal Sonics to fight Sonic and getting hurt by Metal Sonics as Metal Sonic. That's a lot of Metal Sonic. My brain hurts, guys. My brain hurts. And Yokuo, you want to finish this commentary for me? Alright, I'll do it myself. Fine. Okay, continuing on, we have more racing. And, you know, gotta go fast and all that. Meanwhile, fireballs of Metal Sonic are flaring at my face. And here begins the last part of the boss battle, because we haven't been through enough yet. Seriously, this boss battle is like over half the act. Even with my messing around trying to get that ring, the timer is almost double what it was when I got here. Oh, this is very hard to do, because if you hit him just wrong, you'll go flying right into this wall. But, you know what? It's manipulatable. You can manipulate this thing a lot. Now, I've gotten a lot of hits in right there. And I think this is where I kind of give up on caring. Run into the wall, grab my rings that are up against the wall. If he doesn't move, spin dash into him. And he's easy to take down this way. There we go. You just have to do that like 8 times. Just ride the wall. Ride the wall, grab your rings, and you're all good. It's a very easy tactic. It's really easily manipulatable. I'm not sure why they did it that way, but hey, whatever. Speaking of, that's it for this time, and I will see you all next time in Hydrocity! Or is it Hydro City? See you guys later. Bye.